Hi guys, Royal Cameraman here. I decided to start this video with some pretty exciting news. Yesterday, Mr. Boom shared some valuable information with my Spanish colleague EBO75 about the series. By answering a significant number of questions and revealing a rather unusual spoiler, Mr. Boom managed to leak the approximate release date of the upcoming 78th episode. In this video, without unnecessary details or complicated terminology, I will analyze all the answers Mr. Boom provided to EBO75's questions, thoroughly examine the spoiler for the 78th episode, show you a secret second spoiler for the series, go through the second leak folder and try to answer the biggest question in the Skibidi Toilet community. When will the new episode be released? So make sure to watch the video until the end, so you don't miss anything interesting. Here we go. On March 6th at 11:57 a.m., a conversation took place between Mr. Boom and EBO75, during which Mr. Boom shared a lot of interesting details about the upcoming 78th episode. First, the episode is 80% ready, or more precisely, it has been revised. Mr. Boom's team had been working on this episode since the production of the 25th season, but he ultimately decided to completely redo it. When answering YouTuber Steak's questions, he explained in detail why he made this decision. On EP78, I did work with a team since early December, but it took quite long for them and the result wasn't satisfying in the end. So I had to take back all control. It's not bad at all, but it's not authentic. It was like asking other painters to draw a piece of art for you. But we also did work on some designs for new characters, which turned out very hype. You won't be disappointed. Mr. Boom also commented on the length of the episode. It will be a pretty long episode. Not as long as 77 though. I'm not planning on making anything this long for a while. There's not much to analyze here. The episode will be long, but not as long as episode 77. The only thing I can highlight is that it will likely be around 10 minutes long and will probably be released as a full version right away. Since Mr. Boom's team worked on this episode, if it had been split into two parts, the first part would have already been released by now. IBO75 also asked a rather interesting question about the internal structure of the episode. Can you know if the episode will be theory or will it be a lot of battle? Maybe because it's a lot of battle, it's taking you a little longer. To which Mr. Boom gave a rather cryptic answer. A lot of freak unleashed. What exactly this freaky thing Mr. Boom mentioned remains a mystery. However, it's possible he was referring to the Astro Toilets, which throughout the 25th season have shown quite a lot of disturbing elements, such as reviving a severed head, coming back to life after a fatal injury, or the mass destruction of Juggernaut's child. Another possibility is that by freaky, Mr. Boom meant those experimental Skibidis from the Alpha Heal lab shown in episode 69, who might make a return in the series. But this isn't confirmed information, so I won't dwell on it too much. Besides answering questions, Mr. Boom also provided EBO75 with a very strange spoiler for the 78th episode. The thing is, it literally depicts a single light gray pixel on a dark gray background. It's impossible to make out anything from it. The only thing that stands out is that the pixel itself is 4-bit, and when zoomed in 10 times, it reveals a division into 4 circles. This isn't the first time Mr. Boom has shared a completely meaningless spoiler. The first time he gave Elite Cameraman a spoiler of the first bonus scene location from the 25th season. What's interesting is that Elite Cameraman actually asked Mr. Boom for an insignificant spoiler just to use it as a thumbnail for his new video. A similar thing happened with EBO75. He requested a small fragment from episode 78, but instead, he got this screenshot. I won't waste time building crazy theories around this pixel, so let's move on to the most interesting and, unfortunately, largely overlooked detail. A few hours before the conversation took place, EBO75 published this screenshot on his official Telegram channel. In it, EBO75 personally asked Mr. Boom whether this file was a real spoiler for the 78th episode, to which he received a positive response. But the most interesting part is that one more animator refuted this information, providing as evidence a screenshot of a message from the user Uncle White, where he claimed that he was the one who created this spoiler. Throughout the history of the series, This is already the second incident where a published spoiler was debunked by other YouTubers. The first such case was the last spoiler for the 25th season, which was spread by the fan maker Strider, featuring an illustration of a broken plunger man. It was posted on Strider's Discord server by his administrator, Achi, who has connections with almost all YouTubers covering Skibidi Toilets, including Mr. Boom. As Strider later revealed, he himself was not sure about the authenticity of this spoiler, but since it was published by a mutual acquaintance of his and Mr. Boom's, he did not delete it. Surprisingly, both incidents are quite similar. Mr. Boom did confirm the authenticity of the spoiler featuring the Titan cameraman. However, EBO75 was unsure about the truthfulness of Mr. Boom's words. So in the first few hours after this information leaked, he denied the existence of such a conversation. But already the next day, at 12:04 a.m. American time, he published the chat in his Telegram channel with the caption, "Real." Conclusion: the spoiler featuring the Titan cameraman is canonical for the series. By the way, in addition to confirming this leak, Mr. Boom added, "Titan cameraman returns." This is the first time in the history of the series that Mr. Boom has so openly revealed upcoming events. At the same time, he added 4 emojis at the end of the message, clearly referencing key symbols of the United States: an explosion, rugby, the American flag, and a hawk. Most likely, through this message, Mr. Boom subtly hinted that the Titan cameraman would return on U.S. Independence Day, July 4th. This means that the Titan cameraman will return to the series a year after his mysterious disappearance, as he was last seen in the 74th episode, which was released on June 1st of last year. I suggest we get to the most interesting part. A few days before the conversation took place, a second folder containing leaked screenshots from the series was circulating among the Discord servers of Skibidi YouTubers. EBO75 also asked Mr. Boom whether these leaks were canonical for the series, to which Mr. Boom responded, I guess everyone's seen it. You can upload it. It's fine." From this, it can be understood that these leaked frames are indeed canonical for the series. Unfortunately, however, the contents of the documents do not carry any valuable information. Most of these media files are just unfinished versions of leaks from previous episodes, making it pointless to analyze each one. But the very fact that this is now the second time in the history of the series that canonical leaks have surfaced without Mr. Boom's knowledge suggests that we will likely witness new leaks in the future. And with that, it's time to wrap things up. Thank you to everyone who watched this video to the end. If you want to see more content like this, let us know by leaving a like on this video and sharing your thoughts in the comments. Also, I want to remind you about my own official game based on Skibidi Toilet, Toilet Run, which recently received a new update. Stay tuned.